A man was telling two women that he would be back soon as he was going to get his bags. He then leaves and the lady tells the woman that she was very excited about that trip. The woman doesn't seem to be very excited about it and then says that she was going to put her backpack in the car, but the lady says that the man had said that she was the one who would go ahead. The woman is then very surprised by this and asks what she was talking about. The lady says that since she was the man's mother, she had the right to go to the front seat, but the woman says that this could not be true, because she was the man's wife and that she was the one who would go in the front. She then tells the lady that the truth was that she shouldn't go on that trip. She says that the trip was supposed to be a romantic trip between her and her husband, but that the man was too naive and that he couldn't say no to his mother. The lady says that her son was actually a very good person and the woman agrees, saying that she loved him very much, but that he should assert himself more. The lady says that she was mistaken, because the man had invited her to that trip. She said that her son had asked her to go along with them on that trip and that she had already paid her share to go along with them. She said that they were going to the beach and that she was very excited to go to the beach for the first time, but that she wasn't liking what the woman was saying to her. The woman then proceeds to tell the lady that she was not enjoying her having to go along, as this was a romantic trip between her and her husband, and that the lady was getting in the way of what she had prepared for that trip. The lady says that she also had the right to go on that trip, but the woman says that she should be a good mother-in-law and not go on that trip so that she can be together with her husband so that they can have a romantic weekend. She said that way they could stay together as they were not in a very good moment of their relationship. The lady tells the woman that since she insisted so much on going alone with her husband on that trip, she would not go anymore so that they can have fun alone. The woman gets very excited about it and says that she liked her mother-in-law very much, and then the lady says that next time she would go along. The lady then drives away, and as she was entering her house, the man asks her why she is not waiting for him in the car. She says she didn't want to go on that trip anymore because she wasn't feeling well. She said she wasn't feeling well to go along with them, but the man says she didn't seem to be feeling bad. She then says that they could go alone so that they can spend time alone together and that she would stay at home, but the man says that since she wasn't feeling well, she should go along with him so that in case something happened, he could help. He says that since the other man wasn't home, she should go along with him so he can help her in case something bad happened to her. The lady tells her son that he doesn't need to worry, because soon the other man will arrive. The man says he was very excited to be able to travel with his mother, and she said she would very much like to go with him. She said she unfortunately couldn't go as she wasn't feeling well. The man asks her if she was sure she didn't want to go, and she says yes. He then says goodbye to his mother, saying that next time she will go along with him. Meanwhile, the other man went up to the woman and says that he was very excited about their trip. The woman said that she was also very excited about it and that she really wanted to travel as soon as possible. The other man then asks what had happened to his mother, and the woman says that she would not go anymore as she was not feeling well. He said it was very strange because his mother was very excited to go to the beach for the first time and his brother was excited to take her. The woman then says that the truth was that she had something to tell the other man, that since he was a very good person, she hoped he would understand what she had done. She says that the truth was that she had asked the lady not to go with them, as she was very excited to be alone with her husband, and that she thought it was strange that his mother would go with her. She said that she thought that situation was very strange and that she did not believe that the lady wanted to travel in the front seat, because she was the one who should be next to the man, because she was married to him. She says that at the next opportunity, the lady could go to the beach, but that she would not go on that trip. She said that even though the woman was their mother, she hoped he would understand her motive. The other man says that he didn't understand why the woman was so stressed about it, because she was just a trip that her mother was excited about, that he didn't understand why she wouldn't let her go along. He tells her that she could travel with her husband another time and that he didn't understand her motives. She says that it was something very important to her and that he wouldn't understand. She asks another man not to say anything to her husband, and he says no, even though he doesn't agree with what was happening. As he was entering his house, the man is excited to see his brother and asks if he would go along with them on the trip. The other man says that he couldn't go and that his brother should have a lot of fun on the trip, but that he needed to stay home to work. He then asks how their mother was doing, and the man says she was not well and asks his brother to take care of her. He says his mother had told him she wasn't feeling well, and then another man says it was something strange. The man said that his mother had said so and that he tried very hard to tell her to go along with him, but she didn't want to. The other man then says that this was very strange, because when he met his brother's wife, she had said something different to him. The man asks what his brother was talking about, and then the other man tells him that the woman had said that this trip was very romantic and that she had told their mother not to go with them. She said that their mother could go another time and that she shouldn't go on that trip. The man asks if his brother was telling the truth, and he says yes. He says the worst of all was when the woman had said that she didn't let his mother sit in the front seat as she was supposed to sit in the front seat as she was the man's wife. He said he didn't agree with that and that he thought it was something very strange. The man then says that he didn't believe his wife was saying those things, because he had prepared that trip for his mother. He then tells his brother that he couldn't do anything else and that he should resolve the situation, and then leaves. Later, the man goes to his wife and then he calls for his mother, which makes her very surprised. She then asks her husband what had happened, as her mother-in-law had said that she would not go on that trip as she was not feeling very well. At this point, the lady appears, so the woman asks her if she would really go on that trip, as she had said that she would not go, but the man says that his mother was already better and that she would go along with them. The man then tells his wife that this trip didn't make sense if his mother didn't go with him, because she was so important to him that he wouldn't leave her there. He told her that she was the most important person in the world to him and that she was responsible for the man he had become. She then asks the man if the lady wouldn't get tired from that trip, but the man says that she didn't have to worry about that, as her mother could rest in the hotel where they were going to stay. The woman then said she was very excited, because now they were going to travel together, but the man says that, in fact, the one who would not go on that trip was her. She asks him what he was talking about, and he says he already knew what she had done. He then tells her that if she apologized to his mother, they could stay together and they would no longer be apart. On the question about what he was talking about, and he said he already knew everything that had happened. He says that the woman had humiliated his mother, that he would not tolerate it. She says that all she wanted was for them to spend time alone. He then tells them that they could spend some time alone, but that his mother would stay with them and that he would not let his wife treat his mother the way she had. She asks if she would really need to apologize to his mother, and he says yes. He told her that if she didn't apologize, they would have to break up and that they would never be together again because he wouldn't be with someone who treated his mother badly. The woman apologizes to the woman, even though she doesn't agree with it, and then the man asks his mother if she apologizes to his wife. The lady says yes, and then the man says that now they could talk when they get back. The woman asks if she wouldn't go along, and the man said no, as he hadn't forgiven her for what she had done yet. The woman is very surprised by this, and then the man says that when they come back, they could talk. The lady says that she really wanted to go on a trip with her husband, and then the woman says that she was furious about that situation,